Yo, where'd everybody go?
Why were you by yourself just dancing?
I was just dicking around.
Just dancing, just loving life. When we live, Clarky?
No.
Because you got some editing to do now, boy. Hello and welcome to Games Confessional episode. Clarky, what episode is it?
382.
Excellent. We're going to give you a new job now. If you're not doing email addresses, you can do the episode numbers. 382. Good morning, everybody. My name is Vimesy. I'm your host this evening. With me tonight, we have the ever-present, well, actually, neither of you are ever-present, are you really? Pet's here, though, so that's good.
Yo.
Resplendent in his Manchester United tracksuit. Yeah. And we have Clarky.
Evening.
Resplendent in a new haircut. Sorry, I have to move my camera stand to actually see you, Clarky, because you've moved where the cameras are. Because normally you're up top, right? And now you're down there, and I can't see you. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I can kind of see you now. That's cool. Looking good. Hey, so yes, it's been a while. For that, we can only make apologies and blame Pet because he fucked off to Greece again. So nothing to do with...
I put my annual leave notice in.
No, you didn't. You want to talk about notice, do you? Shall we refer to our earlier conversation? Shall we talk about notice on that, shall we?
No.
Yeah. Didn't you want to do that? No, absolutely not. So, yeah, no annual leave notice was forthcoming from Pet at all. He just, by the way, if I'm not in next week, why not? I'm off to Greece. Like it's some kind of excuse just because it's your fucking birthplace or something. Anyway, luckily, there was nothing important going on. As Clarky said, it's not like we had a major console announcement or anything like that.
No, that's very true, isn't it?
Anything like that. But yeah, how you been though, Clark? Pet, how was Greece? How was the motherland? You know, I miss it when I was there.
It was nice weather and stuff. It was like it was okay. I had a lot of jobs to do and the weather was shit and
yeah.
What
are we doing out there? Scoping out anything in particular? Just
maybe. Look at this, look at that.
Checking out a few hotels and stuff and places to go on your holiday. Yeah, look at this.
Yeah, don't worry about what I was doing.
Yeah, still worry about it. Clarky, what were you doing?
Nothing much.
Nothing much?
No.
Not scrabbling around looking for pre-order sites or anything like that. I mean, I imagine because we are basically, god tier YouTube podcaster type people that we all got Nintendo begging us to take us up on the invites for the Switch.
Right? Yeah, man. I got 2 on pre-order.
Yeah. Pat, you got curries, I presume.
Are we getting straight into it?
Well, we might as well. I mean, what else are you going to talk about? You're not talking about Greece anyway whatsoever. You're steering well clear of that subject. Clarky's being obtuse and stuff, so I just figure we might as well just...
I haven't pre-ordered a Switch too.
Even
I haven't.
Okay, well, in that case, you might as well go. Clarky, you've ordered 2. Is that one for Pet?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
The fuck. No. You didn't say you've not played on the last one console.
That's very true. Yeah. So we should talk about it. So the big news was obviously, for anybody listening to this, this is not remotely relevant anymore because it was 2 weeks ago.
It was huge news a fortnight ago.
Yeah. To get Fortnite on here somehow, didn't he? It was like 2 weeks. I mean, the biggest news story really is Verdanski's back, baby. Call of Duty Warzone back in the house, but where it all started. That's nice.
Yeah.
Although technically not because it was anyway. Big Switch 2 Direct, lots of information, lots of good stuff. Clarky, you're our resident Nintendo head, sort of.
What if people want a different view?
We'll ask Pet in a minute.
Tell us, what did you think, Clarky?
It was about what I was expecting.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting quite as many third parties to sort of pitch up and just have like Randy Pitcher going, yeah, you can buy it again in that beautiful velour suit.
I was quite happy with all.
I might need one of those for later in the year. I don't know why.
I mean, the original Switches was absolutely fucking dire.
I can't remember the original Switch. All I can remember from that is this lame thing where they were playing like they're on a rooftop, kind of waving at the other rooftop, going, "Yeah, look, we're playing."
There was Breath of the Wild. Pet don't even fucking bother mentioning the Wii U version. I think
we're still talking about that game now.
Yeah. I Am Setsuna.
I bought that and I liked it.
Yeah. I
You didn't finish it though.
Wasn't there a Bomberman game and a Street Fighter game?
There was
as
a
well?
Bomberman game. I do remember there being a Bomberman game.
The Street
Arms?
Fighter wasn't a launch game. Not the Street Fighter.
Arms wasn't a launch game,
Was it not? Oh, we had to wait for that gold.
We got 1-2 Switch.
1-2 Switch.
Yeah, and this was back in the days when everyone was still going, "No, this thing's gonna have no games." And now look at it, the eShop's absolutely flooded with
hentai.
10% shite.
It's true.
It's
Hentai or cheap copies, basically. Yeah, and every single one of them apparently is going to be Switch 2 compatible, is what they've said. They might not all of them at launch, but apparently every single game on the Switch 1, even the share ones, are gonna go across to the Switch 2.
It was what I was expecting, a bigger, more powerful console. Obviously, I know Pet really doesn't like talking about this one, but not much of a graphical upgrade. But we're never going to have that.
What do you mean, not much of a graphical upgrade?
Well, no, I mean,
I don't like talking about it.
Yeah, you're never going to have another one of those like SNES to PS1 sort of jumps. That's just
that's what you mean.
Yeah.
I don't like talking about.
No, but it's nice to have something that's got like a lighting engine in it now. That's nice. Yeah. You know, physics.
It was nice to see people trying it out, saying that it's not an OLED screen, but it's a very, very good LCD screen.
I don't see the problem. If you like, obviously, it's the small screen. You don't need to have majorly awesome definition on it. If it's a good 1080p, it'll be absolutely fine.
They were perfectly honest and open. You've got your little party chats running at 10 frames a second.
Yeah, and yet you fucking mocked me for wanting Xbox Live as a game of the century. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, you got your party.
It's got a C button. It's got a C button. We can talk to each other now. Great. Well done, Nintendo. 20 years too late, but
the C button will be number one the next time we do one of those.
Yeah, it's you didn't get it in a disc though, did you?
What was the thing that excited you most about the Switch 2, Clarky? What are you looking forward to the most? What made you say? Yeah, like when you watched the direct, what were you like? That's the best.
Pre-order it. What forced you to pre-order?
You've got to cover all bases. I'm not being sat there, and in fact, neither of mine are actually arriving on launch day. I think the earliest one arrives on the Saturday, 2 days after.
Obviously, not a priority customer for them, then, Clarky.
That's all right. Saves me booking a day off at work or holidays, doesn't it?
Well, where is that?
I liked quite a lot of what they showed. I mean, I love the look of the new Mario Kart game. Always enjoy a good bit of Mario Kart, even though it plays exactly the same as every other iteration.
That's not quite true.
No, I can imagine when I'm doing a race, I'll get to the closing moments and that blue shell will just fucking appear from nowhere like it always
My son was telling me because there was a Mario Kart Direct today, and he came in and started talking about how you can hop and jump and ride and listen. I was just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, and that blue shell will still keep
still fucking up on the last one.
The
yeah, you've been Mario Karted. Nice. Yeah. So why are you buying one?
Come on, man.
He says, looking at the shelf behind him.
It could release with nothing, and I'd still buy it.
Oh, it did last time. Yeah. Okay.
I'll tell you what I was really excited about, and you're probably going to think I'm so sad for this, but Bravely Default remaster.
Oh, God, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Please.
Why?
Is it the first game or the second?
Just remind me, how long did you spend playing the demo of that game?
Yeah, and then I woke up.
How long did you spend playing a demo of that game?
A couple of hours, if that. Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 hours.
Were you playing on 3DS?
3DS, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think Vimesy played about 20 hours of just the demo.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got my money's worth from that. I'm not going to pay for a real one.
No, it was kind of what I was expecting. It was a nice big fat launch, unlike its pre.
What is the launch lineup?
Mario Kart.
I can have a look as your news person if you want.
Well, I'm glad you prepped for this.
Street Fighter 6.
Right.
Cyberpunk.
Not playing that on the
So,
Switch.
Yeah.
on day one, what we've
Bravely Default.
yeah, we've got We've got Arcade Archives 2, Ridge Racer, Bravely Default, Flying Fairy,
What a
HD
game to
Remaster.
start with.
Right.
It's an alphabetical order. Civilization 7. We've got Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition. We've got Delta Ruin. We've got Fast Fusion.
I'm sorry, you can't call that Ultimate Edition. You can't say that the Switch 2 version is going to be the Ultimate Edition of Cyberpunk 2077.
That's what we got. That's what we got.
Okay,
We got
okay.
Fast Fusion. We got Fortnite. We got Kunitsu Gami, Path of the Goddess.
Oh, good.
Hitman World of Assassinations Signature Edition.
Yep.
Hogwarts Legacy, Mario Kart World, Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour.
We'll talk about that.
£6 well spent there, boys.
Nintendo's Naboo Bagger's Ambition Awakening.
Are you just talking shite now? What was that?
Yeah, Puyo Puyo Tetris 2S, Ruin Factory, Guardians of Azuma, Street Fighter 6, Survival Kids, Split Fiction, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, The Legend of Zelda to the Kingdom Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. Yeah.
That's I mean, for a launch lineup.
Yeah, that's the launch. And then they've already announced some other games, including Donkey Kong and Elden Ring and Dusk Bloods that are being worked on.
Yeah, there was a few. There's some of them they even had like going to 2026, didn't they? It was like, oh yeah, this is going to be there for like another year. So,
Yes, yeah. I think Donkey Kong and the Dusk of Bloods and Elden Ring might be quicker than that. I can't remember that, but I think that.
What did you think about that proposition?
What?
Yeah, exactly. See, you weren't even listening, Pat.
I was just talking to my son.
Like there's family.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had a comment already in the group saying Dustborn looks like a janky version of Bloodborne.
I'm getting a little bit worried about From Software just ramping this shit out now. After Elden Ring, it's like, we're just going to milk this. So we've got some crappy multiplayer thing coming out this year.
To be fair, taking into account modern consoles, Bloodborne kind of looks like a janky version of Bloodborne now.
Maybe. But shout out to Just Wondering 25 who made that comment. He says if Bloodborne had been released on the PS2.
It just sounds like a comment made of like jealousy and envy.
I don't think it does. Just saying, it does. It's like it started off so promising. It sort of opened. Everyone's like, "Oh, Bloodborne 2. Oh, Clock Tower. Oh,
Well, they all thought
no shit. What the fuck?
Final Fantasy IX remake, didn't they?
Well, yeah,
you see all those were hilarious.
It's I mean that I don't understand what that From Software game is. I don't like the sound of it. I don't like the sound of the new one that's coming out either, to be fair. But it is what it is. If From want to go disparage their good name, that's up to them.
Yeah. Why don't you play Elden Ring, Vimesy? Maybe you'll change your mind.
I've played Elden Ring completely, mate. So why aren't you buying one, Pat?
Hold on, let's still get into it. We still got stuff to discuss. I've still got questions for Clarky.
Go on and ask questions to Clarky.
Clarky, what do you see yourself playing out of that Switch 2 launch titles? Which will you be getting? I know you've got the Mario Kart bundle.
It's a wise question.
I know you've pre-ordered Donkey. You've pre-ordered Donkey Kong.
Yeah, that's how.
Is he all right?
Yeah, he's just decided he wants to cook his tea now.
Has he tried opening something with a little bit more rustle to it?
Yeah, shut the door.
Shut that door.
So,
Blackpool Illuminations in here.
What do you see yourself playing, buddy? Do you think? Well, question one: do you think you will do any upgrades of existing games? Do you think you would upgrade any of the Zeldas, for example?
Pay money.
I've got the online subscription, so I'll automatically get all of those.
Oh, so explain that. So, what if you've got any online edition? Is it any?
No, if you've got the premium online thing, the one that enables you to get the GameCube games and all of the the other consoles,
which we've just upgraded to, so that's kind of handy.
Yeah, so you get those game upgrades for free. You don't have to pay the extra for them.
Well, even I'm presuming that doesn't include things like the Kirby one with the extra level.
I'm not
Forgotten
sure because they gave all of the Mario.
Is that a hamster in your ass or what?
Yeah, They gave all the Mario Kart 9 tracks free with the
Yes.
the extra ones. They were all free with the online, so I wouldn't be
And
surprised.
there was
if they are.
loads as well. There was
Yeah.
like 4. Was it 4 Grand Prix, Clarky, or 8 or something?
It was loads. It was a hell of a DLC pack. It was
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah.
Free
Massive
to online
pack.
subscribers. So yeah, to answer your question, I'll be having to go on all of those.
What the fuck is going on in your house?
I don't know if this sounds like there's an elephant coming down the stairs.
They'll be
Rob,
extinct
while
soon.
you
You
sort
watch.
that out, I'll just say to Willie, shout out to Willie who's in the group, and he says, Pet, why are you wearing a United top but not watching the game?
Well, to be fair, Pet is watching the game.
Yeah.
Pet is still watching the game. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
I saw his iPad earlier on. He's definitely watching the game.
Mm-hmm.
I do have it on in the background.
I'm not, because I'm a professional.
No.
But yeah, I'll have all of those enhanced editions, and I'll look forward to trying out them all. But I'll probably end up caning Mario Kart. Whenever I get a Mario Kart game, I'll absolutely cane it and probably never touch it again for years.
Yeah, probably. Anything else that stands out?
I'll probably end up buying Elden Ring again just because.
No way.
Where?
Why?
Because it's Elden Ring.
Don't you have it on Steam Deck and on PlayStation?
I do, yeah.
And then on Switch, okay. Okay, well, similar questions for Wimsey. Wimsey, have you pre-ordered it for your son? Or
Yeah, no, it's for my son. I'm going to touch it. I doubt very much. I doubt very much. Apart from like the only things are obviously Mario Kart to play with him. Yes. And get my ass thoroughly handed to me at the same time. We're holding off on Split Fiction so we can play it on that, but that's more.
That's what I'm doing as well.
Yeah, but that's more just so we can have something to play.
Yeah.
Because he's not that. He's like, there's not really anything there for him yet.
Because with the Switch 2 version, I won't have to fork out another 80 quid for a second PS5 controller.
That's very true. So yeah, I mean, but those are the only 2 games, and obviously Donkey Kong he's kind of interested in. He's watched like all the directs, all the tree houses, all like he's just fully invested in it. But there's no game there. He's not interested in pretty much any of the third-party stuff at all. It's just not, because they seem to be going for like with the third-party stuff. It's very much kind of going for the older adult market rather than kids.
Pick him Elden Ring up and tell him to get good.
Yeah, but then he'd probably own me at that as well, and I'd have to. It's bad enough him owning me at Mario Kart, let alone Elden Ring. That would just be the nail in the coffin, really. So yeah, it will turn up. Lovely Nintendo invited me. Didn't invite you to. But again, they didn't invite me. They invited my son.
Can you show us the face you'll have when it's like full of sticky childy fingers?
No, he's been fucking warned, man. He's been warned. This is why he never had my OLED. And it was like when I was like, well, I never play the Nintendo anymore, so which one am I going to sell? It's like I'm selling the OLED because I can't see that beautiful piece of machinery end up like the other piece of machinery. Which, to be fair, he's had that Switch for God knows how many years, and it still works, and it's still, I've had to replace the screen protector once, and that was just because I couldn't stand looking at it anymore because of the shit that was on it. But it all holds together. So no, it will come to my house. It will be straight to him. That's his birthday present. That's what he's having. We'll
both after Pet inevitably buys one on day one. We'll both start going on how awesome it is. You'll feel bad taking it from your son.
No, I won't. No, see, his birthday's in September, so this is like right.
So for his birthday, you're effectively giving him a used Switch too.
I'll clean it. Nah, you can have it on. You can have it on launch day. It's fine. I don't care. It's.
Did you buy any accessories, Clarky?
Oh, God, no,
I was very close to buying the Piranha Plant camera.
Yeah, it's only half the resolution of the Nintendo one,
but it's also half the price.
Yeah,
I mean, but you look at the resolution of the Nintendo camera, you're like, ooh. Apparently, you can use any USB webcam pretty much.
Real do.
So, yeah, I'll have the one that I don't use for this anymore. So. Yeah, I mean, there is stuff like that which is quite nice. The fact that things like the Pro Controller just works, so like I don't have to go and buy the Pro Controller 2. It doesn't have a C button, but I think I can live with that for 70 or 80 quid or whatever it is. The camera I think the thing I heard was that you can use pretty much any USB camera to connect, so you don't have to use that. Inbuilt chats, honestly, it's going to be a game changer for my kid. But
I noticed how they're doubling down on going all Apple at the moment as well.
Charging you loads of shite for the same stuff?
Have you downloaded the app?
No,
because it gives you. I think the Mario Kart Direct. It was actually the day before if you watched it on the app.
Was it?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I haven't got the app.
Can you use the Switch 1 Joy-Cons on it?
Yeah.
No. Well, no, you can't connect.
Yes, you can.
Really?
Yes, you can. Yeah. Apparently, the Switch 1 controllers, the Joy-Cons, will connect to the Switch 2. You can't.
No, physically connect.
You can't engage them, but you can. Yeah, so if you wanted to play a 4-player game, you can have 2 of the Switch 2 Joy-Cons. And
everyone complains about the price, and you've potentially already got 2 extra controllers, 4 controllers.
Not if you sell your Switch 1, though, eh?
I'm not doing that. Look, it's
no one can sell their Switch 1 until they work out what the hell they're doing with backwards compatibility, mate.
It's right next to me Switch Lite, which you can barely see.
Yeah. So why aren't you buying one, Pet? You did try and explain this in a rather long and convoluted post, so you know.
Well, I just wasn't that excited by it initially.
But it's quite pixelated.
No, just for many reasons.
I absolutely loved that bit where they showed like the difference between 720p and 1080p.
No, I will definitely end up getting one at some point. But what I would love to do is not get one now and hopefully if I can last until a special edition comes out.
I'm waiting for my launch day for that as the Argos carrier bag.
You'll be in Curry's there with $2,000 down.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
Dropping a 10G deposit on it.
No, well, there's nothing stands out too much that I would want to play either, if I'm being totally honest.
And this is the problem with all the third-party stuff. It's like, yeah, played that.
Yeah.
Oh, Borderlands 4.
I mean, I'm kind of interested in Street
not
Fighter.
bad if you're one of those strange people that only buys Nintendo stuff, though. Pretty solid.
No, not at all. No, it's good for that. You know, don't get me wrong. I think
No, I'm just talking about me, isn't it? So, if there was. Sorry.
No, go on.
No, I was going to say maybe if there was like a new 3D Mario or something, something I couldn't play.
Or Donkey Kong.
You get GameCube games day one, Pet. Retro. What more could you want?
The game
that is good. I mean, I probably wouldn't buy this subscription thing though.
It's like 30 quid for the year or something. It's ridiculously cheap.
No, it's more, isn't it?
Until they put it up.
No, I
mean, it's like I'm not going to buy it for the 2 launch. Like I know you don't like me getting there, but yeah, we had GameCube games on the Wii U, for God's sake. Like you're not gonna fuck me over now. I'm not buying your new Switch 2 console because you got rid of it. So you
apparently, if you prize open a Switch 2, it's literally just a GameCube in there.
Yeah, but we had that on the Wii U. Like they should have had that on the Wii 1, on the Switch 1.
Should I mean they're giving you Wind Waker for free?
Yeah. I mean, I got the remake of Wind Waker, which is excellent, though.
I'm presuming that's going to play on the Switch 1 anyway, isn't it? I mean, if you're still hanging on to a Switch 1 and you've got the subscription service or whatever it is, I can't remember what it's fucking called.
I think so. I think they're keeping it locked, aren't they?
I'd ask Clarky, but he's obviously busy.
Yeah, he's busy
doing something. He's just not engaged. We'll also go watch the football. You know what I mean?
Nah, just wondering what my son's done. He's just walked out the back gate.
No loss. So. So I'm assuming all those games that are coming to Switch, like on the what do you call it, the premium multi, whatever the fuck is it? What is it they call it? A family
pack plus thing, isn't it?
Family pack plus. I presume they'll all be playable on the Switch 1 as well. So I'm a little bit dubious because I'm not going to sell the Switch 1 until we're absolutely certain that everything he's got plays on the Switch 2. So like all his Pikmin games, all his Kirby games, all his whatever, if they've got to work on the Switch 2 before we even consider getting rid of the Switch 1. So yeah, we'll see.
But it just doesn't excite me yet. But hopefully, if I can hold out until there's a game I really want to buy, and hopefully there's you remember like the Animal Crossing edition?
Yeah, the Persona editions and stuff.
Yeah, something like if I.
What about the Day 1 edition?
Well, that's just the standard edition, though, isn't it?
Well, yeah. But get it on day 1 though.
It's the day.
Yeah,
I've still got mine.
Was it Xbox who did that? Was it Xbox who did that?
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah, I mean, I'm the same with Pet. There's no excitement there. If it wasn't my son wanting it, I wouldn't be pre-ordering it.
I'll definitely end up picking one up for sure because I want to play Nintendo exclusives. But I don't think those Nintendo exclusives are there right now for me.
He'll buy one.
Oh, he will buy one. He won't get it.
Yeah,
On
buy one.
Oh, he will. He will.
No, I have faith in Pet. Pet's never let us down before. When Pet says something, he means it.
He will. He'll have one day.
No, I won't buy one for day one.
When has Pet ever said something and then turn around and gone completely against that? He's never done that. Ever.
I could release an entire additional episode just with clips and shit like that.
Okay. So let's say I do buy on day one.
Nice, he's caved already.
No, but what am I playing? Mario Kart World
and Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, but Street Fighter 6 only because I was thinking. Yeah, I've got a Fight Stick for Switch 1, which I love. So I was like, I try and get my Fight Stick games on Switch for that reason. Because on PlayStation 5, there's
what?
Yeah, do you not know this?
Stick for the Switch?
Because on PlayStation 5, they're so expensive.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
No, honestly, like they're too expensive. It's not worth it. I just want to play. I don't want a great quality fucking like the ones we played out.
Didn't get one.
I just got a cheap little one, but I like it.
I do like what Sony have done this past few weeks. They waited for all the discourse with the price of the Switch to offset all the tariff costs, just increase the price of the PS5 all around the world.
Yeah, I saw that the digital version, which the level version is going to come. So kind of Street Fighter 6 is kind of attractive to me, but at the same time, if I really wanted it, I could buy that now.
Fight stick.
But I got the fight stick. So I'm just gonna wait until I've got a real harder urge.
Day one, baby. Day one.
But Clarky, we asked you this, and we said, you know what, and you told me, well, I suppose Mario Kart and maybe something else. I don't know. Even you don't sound that excited about it, apart from the future promise that it holds. You don't sound that excited for it as a day one release type thing. It's not when we were getting really excited about the PlayStation 3 or 4 and kind of go, yeah, we're going to be playing like some real hardcore kind of like, you know, Resistance Fallen Man stuff.
I couldn't wait to run home and play that.
Yeah,
you know, that great game.
We're still waiting for stuff on the PS5.
That's true. Yeah. But there's no. I mean, what's the killer app is Mario Kart, right?
Yeah,
and then we're waiting a little while.
Very excited for it. I'm looking. I've been looking forward to something gaming related.
Yeah, I remember even for the PlayStation 4, I did feel that way a little bit, but just because I don't know if you guys felt like this, but just because we loved Battlefield 3, like we knew day one was launching like the upgrade, so we were like, okay, when PlayStation 4 comes out, we can pay up to 64 players and £10 to play in better HD, and like that was, even because we loved that game, for me it was like I can't wait to play the upgrade of that. So I'm sure there's someone out there that feels that way about Legend of Zelda, for example.
I mean, it's good that you get that with the subscription thingy, you know, that upgrade, because there's no way I'm paying for it. It's just not.
And plus, I've already paid for DLC.
I don't think that the fact that you have to pay for some of the upgrades is really that big of news, unless you're an Xbox owner.
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of news. I
mean,
the price
everywhere else, don't you?
How much is it if you just want the upgrade? If you've already got a copy of Tears of the Kingdom, for example, and you don't have the,
I think it's only about. I think it's on par with what PlayStation charges.
Well, like a tenner.
Yeah.
No, that's not too bad.
Oh,
that's not too bad.
Yeah,
not too bad. So, do you want to talk about the £90 games then? Because that was a big thing, wasn't it? £90 games. Find me a game on that Switch. It's £90, please.
I know. The first one I found was the Bravely Default remake and that remaster, and that was I think you can pick that up for
38 quid.
Yeah, 33 quid.
33 quid. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think it's the Nintendo ones which are taking.
Yeah, but even like Mario Kart, and that was 60 something, 60. I want to say 66.
Was it by itself?
Yeah, physical.
Oh,
price is it's the topic of the age, though, isn't it? I mean, when the original Switch came out, everyone was going on about the fucking battery life, and absolutely nobody has said a damn thing about the fact that the Switch 2 battery life's actually worse than the original Switch is.
I thought it was gonna be about the same.
I did hear that, but
2 to
like
6
it's been
hours.
like-
I mean, that's a bit of a range, though, isn't it? I mean, 2 to 6 hours.
Yeah, but it depends what you're playing. I mean, Cyberpunk.
It's like if I
2
turned around to
hours.
my missus and said, "Look, it's gonna be 2 or 6 minutes. What you want?" You know, it's
Yeah.
hardly worth
Cyberpunk.
it, is it?
Yeah,
Watching
Cyberpunk
it,
2 hours.
So
Game-
Cyberpunk could be 2 hours. Yeah, let's be gone. But
Yeah,
you know,
it's like, it just goes to show, doesn't it? It's like nobody even cares about that anymore.
Well, some people do. I personally do, and that was one thing that put me off as well, because I know there's going to be another edition, as there was for the Switch One, with a better battery life, as there was for the Steam Deck as well. So I'm like, why?
no, because I don't. You play on commutes and stuff, though, don't you? Although if
That's
you're
the
taking the
thing.
Switch 2 on the fucking tube, then more for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So for me, for example, I always think about battery life because I'm always like, I want it to last a full journey to Greece. Like, is what I always think. Like, that's my test. Like, you know, will it last a full journey?
Oh.
And I just feel like, well, why not just wait until that better version comes out? We know it's coming. Like, it's not. We're not talking like
Because it'll
Switch.
be like 3 years down the line.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we'll
Well, the Switch Pro version will be, but
just
the
plug in a
special edition-
fucking battery extender thing, a power pack.
No, I'm just saying it was one of the reasons, but like, well, I'm not jumping to get it, but I'm hoping a Switch edition doesn't take 2 years to come out, like a
Of course it
with a
will.
new game.
Yeah.
What, with a new game? No, when the
No,
new
as
game's-
it, no. I mean, like, yeah, but I mean, well, you're gonna get a Donkey Kong edition.
It'll be about a
Yeah,
year.
that's what I mean.
At very least, very minimum, it'll be about at least a year because they'll want to get all the infantry built up of the.
I mean, like the special edition ones with different color schemes. and
You've
stuff,
got to
yeah.
keep
yeah,
in
the
mind.
special ones.
What you've got to keep in mind, once the launch allocation stuff's gone, they're going to be really hard to get until towards the end of the year.
Yeah, the only problem with the launch of these special edition ones as well, even if they do like a Animal Crossing or whatever, they are more expensive than the original, which is annoying. I remember that happening with the Animal Crossing one. They charge like £100 more, whatever it is. So that's
the one thing I've never liked with those ones is, I mean, they don't even tend to include the game anymore, and when they do, it's always a digital copy.
Digital version. Yeah.
Would it
yeah,
kill them
yeah.
to give you? Would it kill them to give you the cartridge?
That's what they're doing with the new Snake Eater special editions. I don't know if you've seen these, Clarky. Like, you get all these figures and all this shite, and you don't get the game.
No game.
You don't get the game. It's just like,
Yeah.
fuck. My God, what used to happen
Not,
to?
not like, not
Welcome
like
to the digital age. I knew he's going to break this out. Look, here it comes.
Yeah, but getting like a steel book with
Unicorn
something.
Overlord by
It's a good
Atlas.
game. Yeah, I haven't played it, but it's a good game that I heard.
It is a good game.
Yeah. So no, I'm not on the hype yet. Not yet, at least. I know I'll get it real bad, like a fucking crack whore. Like the week, like the day it's out, or like the few days after, everyone's playing
No,
it.
you got faith in you, mate. You'll hold out for that Zelda special edition, that Persona special edition. I know you stick to your word.
Well, I doubt there'll be a Persona. I mean, if there is a Persona one, then it's fucking day one for me. But I doubt it will be. But yeah, I'm all over that if a special edition comes out.
Okay, well, out of the three of us,
I mean, the
glowing. Sort of.
the FromSoft game, I am interested in because I like all FromSoft games, regardless of how it.
I don't like this bent to multiplayer they're starting to hook up with.
Worth a try. It's exclusive. So
All we ever fucking wanted was co-op, right? And I want this. Oh, yeah, we'll give you co-op. Oh, but yeah, it's going to be basically Warzone. What? I don't. Nobody asked for that. Ain't no one asked for that.
I'm going to buy it. It's worth it. Seeing all the bitter PlayStation people. Well, you still don't get Bloodborne 2.
That's a good voice. That's like Cartman's voice or something.
There we go.
Yeah, they modelled him after.
You never will.
Yeah. So anything else about? Oh, that's Pet's pre-order gone straight through. Yeah. Or is it 2-0?
It's his 30k deposited.
Yeah.
So it's 30,429.99.
I didn't expect you guys to hear that.
Really?
Right. There's one thing. There was one thing I was a little bit bitter about. And that was the SD card situation.
Why?
Because you have to get a specific SD
You have to
card.
get the express version, right? And
Yeah, but you can't buy them yet.
right, You don't need it yet. You got what is it? Is it 256 on the console?
Yeah,
right. What are you gonna need an express?
But you just know. I mean, SD cards cost absolutely nothing, and you just know this express one's going to cost.
But it's the same thing as like if I boot up a game now on my PC, any game that's released in the last 12 months will come up with a warning saying you really should be installing this to SSD.
Yeah.
Right. So it's the same kind of thing. You know, it
was a great convenience being able to buy
like Ratchet and Clank, which was only possible due to the power of the PS5 hard drive.
Then
the PC version runs on an ordinary shit 20-year-old hard drive. Yeah, all right, lads.
Yeah. No, I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, I totally understand the fact that they want faster read speeds and stuff like that. I totally get that. Doesn't bother me.
I don't get it. Is this card exclusive to them? Because it seems strange.
No, you can buy them. You can get third-party versions.
Show me.
Well, I can't because I'm using my phone as a camera.
I looked for one on Amazon, and you cannot buy that card.
You don't want to go to Amazon, mate. I'm not supporting the right-wing Nazi scum.
God, what?
No. Boycott.
Won't go on Twitter. Won't buy from Amazon.
Nope. Unless it's unless it's like Audible, because they got a really good.
Yeah, he listens
to Who's your favourite female volleyball player, Vimesy?
Oh, the one with the really cute ass.
What, and the balls hanging down between it?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, but as long as the strap splits the seam, it's fine.
Oh, goodness me.
How did you get there, Clarky? How come you went? No, anyway. So. Yeah. Anything else about the Switch 2 before we move hastily on into the world of something else that's decent?
What?
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
I am a little bit surprised about like how, I don't know, how excellent everyone's receiving it, and I'm in my corner like.
No, I think you're the same as me, but I don't play my Switch no more, so it's like I'm not going to get excited.
You've changed.
Yeah.
But don't you just want that little bit of like?
He's grown up and matured.
What we expect?
I want the kid stuff. I want like, where's that little magic that and now it.
You got a mouse, mate. You got your X Drive X or whatever it's called with the wheelchair thing.
You did have the kid stuff. You had those 3 blokes that were dressed like they were going to a nightclub for the first time.
Yeah, if they went to a nightclub, yeah.
No, but I mean, not the kids stuff. I mean, like, when you're a kid and you're like, oh my god, it does that as well. Like, where's the little just innovation?
Hey, what you talking about? You got voice chat. What more do you want?
You can do the thing with the wheelchair game.
My kid's really excited about the voice chat because he can now play with his friends because they've run this fucking multiplayer thing. And he can't play with any of his friends because he's got 2 emotes, and he's like, one of the games only got 3 emotes.
Is it wrong that we didn't mention that game?
What game?
No,
it's just because you're
but that's not innovation. That's like when the Switch 1 then updated its system and had Bluetooth.
If it goes to penalties at the end of that game, you see Pat come on and just wheel the person off the board.
Yeah, watch this. It won't have Bluetooth audio on it at launch.
That's what I mean.
You'll have to buy one of those like third-party dongles. And it's like, yeah, I got the dongle, and then 2 weeks later, oh yeah, we've enabled Bluetooth now.
Yeah, you little fuckers.
Yeah, so I just wanted a bit of innovation, I guess. Like the Switch 1 was great innovation. You dock it in, you take it out, the Joy-Cons, and we've just got to.
But again, we revert to the question of what do you want? What do you want?
What
do you want?
Innovation.
I mean, that's why they doubled down on the mouse thing, because that's basically all they had. That and the C button. There's your innovation.
Yeah. But that's not big enough though. That's not big enough. That's like
you're just never happy, are you?
No.
That's not big enough. That's not big enough a jump for Nintendo. That's not big enough a jump.
What were you expecting? What did you want?
Well, it wasn't that big enough a jump from like Wii U to Switch, then, was it?
Not really.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was.
Wasn't.
I think it was a big. Yeah, because the Wii. Yeah, it was.
Because if you think about the tablet, right? There you go. Here's your Switch. The only difference was they took the second screen away from you. Really, it was a retrograde.
Yeah. Downgrade.
That's what.
So for me, yeah.
Not enough for you.
Materials.
No, not for me. No.
What do you think about the price then? What do you think about the price? Is 400 quid fair price?
It is. Same as a Steam Deck, isn't it?
Again, for me, it's like, I know you're going like, well, the micro cards don't matter and stuff. The price doesn't matter either. However, similar to the micro cards, it was good that it was the cheapest console on the market. Like, it did make more people, you know, that was a good thing it had. It doesn't really have that anymore.
No.
It's priced along line with the other ones. It's not, you know, it's no longer the £250 you know, console that you can buy.
The Xbox Series S now takes that crown, I suppose.
The Xbox Series S, yeah, but so.
Well, no, they've got an answer for that. You got the Nintendo Switch 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was such a shit answer. Like, you know, if you're not happy with the price, then buy the Switch 1. Well,
I can't believe he pulled the Don Matrick on us. I really can't believe he pulled the Don Matrick on us.
What
a dickhead move that was. Like,
if you're poor, you've still got the old one.
Yeah, if you're poor, you can still play the old one. The price,
and there'll be plenty on Facebook Marketplace fairly soon. I am.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it will be the best in the overall sale of it. I mean, for the dedicated fans, you know, they will buy it. There's money in a console is, for me, it's always in the eyes of the users. I've always said this about value for like people.
Yeah, but you bought like 6 Vitas, so I mean, you know, yeah.
Well, I bought the Playdate as well for 250 quid.
You really did.
So it's like some people see value in some stuff and some people don't. Like the people that see value in Nintendo Switch 2, £400 to them is a piece of piss. Like it doesn't matter. You know, for someone else that doesn't see value in it, was thinking of getting something, they'll probably stick to the Switch 1, I guess.
Yeah, but you can say that about anything. You can say like, oh, you know, I'm not interested in a car, so I'm not going to buy one.
Say that again, buddy.
You can say that about anything, can't you? You can just say, oh, I'm not particularly interested in cars, so I'm not going to buy one. Or, you know, I don't drink coffee, so I'm buying a coffee machine. Or
yeah, the price argument to me is a bit weird because it's, you know, the value is in the eye of the person buying it. So it's
I think anybody who thinks that console is going to be sub 300 quid, which people go, oh yeah, it's going to be the same price as the Switch was on, and it's like, fuck off with it. There's no fucking way that's going to be the same price as the Switch was when it came out. Absolutely not. Everything has gone up. Everything's more expensive. That's before Trump fucked the world up, you know. So it's like 400 quid was kind of what I was thinking.
I mean, that's like if you go and buy the new iPhone 16, like you're spending $1,000. Like, you know,
how much longer are you feasibly going to be able to keep using your iPhone 8 Peg? Because it's.
Well, this is again talking about value for money. Like I've got no problem buying a Switch 2. For me, £400 is not an issue for a Switch 2.
but for example, yeah, go on. Sorry, Pat, I'm interrupting.
No, I was just going to say, but if you tell me the new iPhone is £400, I know it's not. I know it's $1,000. But if you tell me the new iPhone's £400, I'm saying no. There's no value in me buying a new iPhone. Sorry, I'm not giving.
Yeah, but
it's in the eyes of your holder.
You're going to have to at some point.
Yeah, you are going to have to at some point because he'll stop at getting app updates.
Oh. Same way my iPad 2 don't fucking download half the apps anymore because you know it's so out of date. Or
I think the 8's the next one to go, isn't it?
But that's different because I bought the new iPad, but my iPad couldn't download anymore. It couldn't use Amazon. It couldn't use anything. Right. So that's different because then you kind of have no choice. But now I have a choice. Now it does everything for me, not to the best quality that an iPhone 16 would do. It doesn't matter. I can still take my pictures. I can still play my apps. I can still use it, just not as great. So I'm hanging on. But again, it's in the eyes of the beholder. Someone will go and buy trainers for 500 quid, and then call me a dickhead for buying a console for 250 quid.
But you do both.
Yeah, that's a bad example.
It's a very bad example with his Gucci slippers on the fucking top of the wardrobe.
There's no question in the value of some Snoop Dogg trainers, is there, Pat?
They were quite. He just got the wrong color, mate. I'm telling you, the other color was much nicer.
Someone else got a great color as well. Yeah. But that's what I just mean about perception. Like you can't. I hate this shit. Like I've had people at work go to me, "Oh, you spent that much money on the new PlayStation 5." Mate, you go out on the weekend and spend £300 just on booze that you're going to drink and piss out. So it's like, it's in the eyes of the beholder. There's no.
You go out and smash 400 quid up your nose, pal.
No, my missus was saying like, oh, you know, that seems like a lot to buy my kid like for a birthday present, whatever. 400 quid for like a birthday present on my kid. Yeah, and I fully understand that like. That's a lot of money, and some people don't have that kind of money. We're lucky we do. But you know, we took him away to bloody Legoland for one of his birthdays. That cost fucking more than 400 quid. Let me tell you.
Well, that's what I mean. I got no. Do you know what? I got no problem with the people that don't have money and they say that.
Yeah,
what I got a problem is if the people that do have the fucking money, but make the diss, and then they go and wank it over or something else. So they go, oh, that's ridiculous. You're spending that much money. We would never. And then they go fucking fart out and like, we got the new Mercedes on rent. So don't fucking rent the Mercedes then, rent the fucking Ford. Like, what do you know what I mean? Don't fucking, that's what I don't get. Like, if you don't have money, you shouldn't have money, full stop. Not, oh, we got money for that, like, but we're going to diss you when we're then buying fucking rings and watches, and that's what I mean. Don't say anything. Just say,
yeah, right.
Just say, anyway, for me, like, I'll have someone go to me, oh, you got another PlayStation 5, £500, while he's wearing a $7,000 Rolex. Really? Go and buy a normal watch then. Go and buy a £90 watch. Like, it's in the eyes of the beholder. That's why I'm like,
anyway, moving.
I do my watch. Hang on.
There we go. Moving swiftly on.
There's no problem with any of that. I'm just saying, if you want to spend money on watches and belts, that's fine. If you want to spend it on that, right. But if you ain't got money, then you can make an argument. If you're spending money on other shite like Netflix and fucking buying movies, and don't fucking have a go at other people for buying consoles.
What's all this stuff about an Oblivion remake?
It's been leaked, hasn't it? Do you want to bring the news to you?
Please. Because believe it or not, prepare your gasps. I've never actually played Oblivion. Yeah, all right, Bamza.
I can't do the harmonies though, because you know. Anyway, new listeners might not even have any idea what that relevance was, but you know, hey, go back and listen.
Well, I sure as shit editing in.
Pat, bring me the news.
The news for that, I am a little bit unprepared, but I did read about it.
It's been
basically what happened today, Clarky, was there was a huge, I mean, there's rumors for ages, but there was a huge leak today where even loads of pictures were released as well. So what happened was the company that's making the game called, I want to say Virtuosa.
Something like that. It's basically, it's not
Virtuous.
Virtuoso.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry, Virtuous.
Pat won't know that word.
They're making it in collaboration with Bethesda, but they're doing so basically what happened today, Clarky, was it was on their website for a few hours. They by accident put a link on there that took them to like comparison pictures of the old.
I thought they got data mined. I thought their website got data mined by this geezer and he pulled out all the data.
No, I thought they uploaded.
That happened a few days ago. I think.
How is it?
The shit was found on the website today.
Yeah,
I'm actually quite excited about this.
I'm quite excited because I've seen what they're changing.
I've never played Oblivion past
what?
This furthest I've ever got in Oblivion is getting out of that dungeon at the start.
Jesus Christ! Really? As soon as Picard left, you were like, "No, can't listen anymore." That's it.
I still remember it was him though. I honestly, I think
I spent hours in that game, man. I still remember
I got out of that dungeon, killed a crab by a lake, and I never went back to
that. That game pretty much killed at least it sort of red ringed at least 2 of my 360s in the time. That was great. Yeah, they've done loads. So they're obviously they're doing it in Unreal 5. So like it looks a bit different though. It looks they've kind of gone for that, you know, that Fallout muddy brown look.
Yeah, the color palette is a bit different.
Oblivion, I remember, was always quite bright and glowy, and it doesn't.
I just remembered it looked like shit when I played it.
You were in a fucking dungeon. You didn't even see the sky.
I got out of the dungeon and saw the sky.
Well, it's a lot more. The pictures show it like there's a lot more shit everywhere, Clarky, now, like a lot more detail. Like
I've got this picture of loads of poop emojis on the screen.
It was no Skyrim.
No, but it looks like the pictures we saw basically look like. If you told me that was Skyrim, I would believe you. Like loads of stuff got leaked, even that was the legit stuff that got leaked, and then some other hack stuff was like, oh, we found a release date, the Shadow dropping it on the 21st of April or something like that. Yeah,
it's like 2 weeks away, isn't it? Oh, it's not even that now, is it? It's like 3 or 4 days away.
Yeah, on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation 5. So this looks like the real thing. This looks like a major cock up from someone in Virtuous, and they've dropped the bag. So
the thing is, are they really going to release it this quickly after they've just released Indiana Jones on the PS5?
It's not Bethesda, mate, though.
It's not Bethesda, yeah.
Still, yeah, but they still own it, don't they?
Yeah, but they don't care.
They do own it.
No one's releasing that unless Todd Howard gives the say so.
I'm surprised why it would shadow drop. Like, do you not want people to pre-order it? Do you not want people to?
I guess we should have to spend any money on marketing. I mean, you just get loads of word of mouth and stuff, and it'll
probably get some. It'll definitely get some Game Pass subs in.
But isn't the point of marketing to get more sales in the long term? That's the whole point.
It's Oblivion. If you haven't heard of it, yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm quite excited about it. It's like, because they've upgraded quite, so it's not a like for like port. They've changed. Obviously, they brought the mechanics up to date a little bit. So, archery.
Well, it's not a remake. Now. They have called it. The title has leaked as remaster.
Yeah, so the archery works now for a start. They've changed some of the. I think they've changed some of the stuff like the dungeon templates and stuff. So it's more Skyrim based, because it used to be you go into a dungeon in Oblivion and it was. You kind of done them. If you've done 10, you kind of. I mean, you got that in Skyrim a little bit, where you kind of got to the last bit. You're like, yeah, I know exactly how this.
They're all the same in Skyrim. It was going in a dungeon, fight drowers, and
no, you had to do a couple of doors. You had to do a couple of those doors with the claw. Oh, it's the claw on the door. But yeah, yeah, Oblivion was even worse. It was literally just like. There's your dungeon. Oh, I know this one. I go down here, turn left, then right, and then So I hope that apparently that's going to be redone a little bit. I'm excited about it. Oblivion was cool at the time.
That this could possibly just be an Xbox exclusive, but because
they don't do those anymore, Pat. Don't be daft.
Not even on day one.
No. Why?
I thought like maybe it could come to PlayStation. Like,
yeah, but if they stick it on in 6 months, they stick on. Then they have to pay for marketing. Why? No, I think I don't know. I mean, for all I know, it won't come out in 3 or 4 days' time. So who knows, right? But
unbelievable for it to be released on the 21st. Like, I just don't see it happening with no. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but
starts that Monday, isn't it? So yeah, I don't know.
Like, we haven't seen any gameplay footage, or like we don't even know if it works, or I don't know.
It's a remake of a Bethesda game. It probably won't work on launch.
It's not going to work. Yeah. Just have T-posing floating away across the sky. See that mountain over there? I can go there.
You'll like trip on a rock and then get catapulted 800 feet into the air.
Well, like you could do that in Zelda, can't you?
If you let me share my screen, Clark, if you're happy, I can show you the pictures.
They're quite pixelated, so this is why Clarky's.
Vimesy discreetly check what other tabs he's got at the top of the screen.
I know exactly what tabs he's going to have open.
One
of them's going to be TNT channel.
You can try and make this a little bit seamless, Pet.
And you're ready, Pet.
Let me.
It's already going to be gripping enough for our audio listeners, isn't it?
Yep. There's some pictures, and yep, that's. Come on,
Pet is sharing his screen.
He's not though, is he? He's trying. Oh, there we go. What's this?
So these are the images that were leaked. So you got this one.
That's a lovely photo of you in the top corner.
It is, yeah. I was just looking at that.
It's quite smart there, didn't he?
Like he's got a jacket on.
Hang on, I've got to move my camera a minute to see that. Oh yes, that's the one where he's smashing the hobgoblin. Yeah, that's the inside of. It looks very nice, but they,
What the hell?
That was where they.
What the hell? What have I gone?
Ironically, in the resolution it's currently showing on our screen, it actually looks like
probably about right.
Probably about right. Hold on.
No, he's fucked it.
There was more pictures. Maybe I can't find them. Maybe let's try this website.
Oh, not that website. There'll be ads everywhere on that website.
I'm going to temper my expectations on this. I think they'll officially announce it early next week, but it won't be released.
No, I think it will come out. But even if it does, it's one of those things I think where people will play it for like an hour and then just say, that's what it looks like, is it? And then move on.
I can't find any more. You're going to have to find them themselves, but there were many released.
Well, they looked all right. I mean, they looked like what you'd expect an Unreal Engine upgrade to a 20-year-old game to look like, What can I say? I don't know. It's okay. I don't think it's like majorly exciting stuff, but hooray, at least we're getting it. And then there'll be another fucking Skyrim remaster coming out. It's hot on its hell.
There'll probably be a version of Skyrim within Oblivion.
Oh, you probably go into a dungeon and there'll be like an arcade machine in the corner that you can, like Yakuza style, that you can just play the rest.
You'll go into a cave. It'll go dark. There'll be some gas. It'll go a bit wavy, and then the screen will come back, and it's like, "Hey, you're finally awake."
Hello, Older. Oh, sorry, Blake.
These are the comparison pictures of the same area, thanks to IGN.
What I'll say on that is, I mean, the one at the top with the squiggle looks quite nice.
It's not as colourful, but it looks a hell of a lot better, doesn't
it? It does.
I'll take the brown.
There's a distinct lack of foliage on that in that photo there compared to the first one. There's lots of trees in the original.
Like nobody carried on that comment I just made.
Yeah.
No one's going to do that. Oh crap! There goes my camera.
If there's any more. I don't know if there's any more.
I don't know. But that's I can't say I'm hugely excited about it.
That was leaked.
Bet it gets announced. It won't get released.
We'll see. But anything else that's happened in the you guys gaming wise? You had any exciting things to talk about?
I don't want to talk about it, but I've given VR another go, and I'm not going to get too much into it because I heard so many good things about not Assassin's Creed. Hitman Assassin, is that the word?
World of Assassination.
Hitman. Mm-hmm. So I have bought it.
Right, but you've not played it.
No, I have played it. Played it, but I don't even want to talk about it because I'm just not that impressed by it. So I don't know why everyone's going like, this is like the Gran Turismo 7.
What?
This is really, really good.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
No, honestly, loads of people are going on like finding PS. If you do,
no one's comparing Hitman World of Assassination VR to Grand Theft Auto 7, surely.
Yeah. Another positive game from the extensive PSVR 2 library there.
Mm-hmm.
There's PSVR 2 doesn't get a lot of news, coverage. Like
doesn't get a lot of games either. So when you get one, you have to grab it with both hands.
Well, I was going to say it doesn't get a lot of coverage. So yeah, so like IGN, for example, I haven't even reviewed it, but if you do, yeah, like it just doesn't get a lot of coverage. But the people that have reviewed it are saying like this is finally like a smash hit, like it's getting like crazy positive reviews.
It's like the Half-Life Alex of PSVR 2, right?
System
honestly, people are saying like it's up.
I mean, look, Hitman's a great game. It's not for me, but it's a great game. And the VR mod for all the because on the PC you can get the VR version as well, and it's adequate. But I wouldn't say it's a system seller or it's like anything fabulously amazing.
Well, people are saying like the best VR2 games are Resident Evil and Gran Turismo, and this is up there easily with those two.
Resident Evil, I would have gone with Resident Evil over Hitman, I think, just from I mean, I've heard really good things about the Resident Evil 4 VR.
4.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're right, fellas. In fact, I'm saying the opposite. All I'm saying is that is what the word is.
Have you actually played it?
That's what I'm trying to say. Fucking hell.
That's the point.
I don't agree with it. I don't find it fun. It's not for me. But I'm just saying that's what the community is saying. The community is saying that like this is.
And why don't you like it?
I think it's like complicated to play. Firstly, I don't think it's what's that word, Vimesy?
Intuitive.
Intuitive. I don't think it's intuitive at all. Like I can't really find where my shit is. Like I'm like, what,
oh right, okay.
That kind of shit. Like how do I open this door? Do I have to press a button to open it? Which one is it again?
It's shit, isn't it, Pat?
I don't like it. I don't like it. And then in terms of the game itself, I don't think it suits VR that well.
So IGN haven't reviewed it. Pet doesn't like it, so it's shit.
I spent my money on it, but well, I will say it's not going for. I mean, let me just touch quickly upon like why I don't think
how much.
It was 27 quid. Like I bought like it came out ages ago, so 27 quid for the base game, and then I think if you wanted a VR update, it was like a £7 upgrade or something like that. It was like sold as an upgrade, like the VR2 mission. I mean, what I was impressed with was because it was like VR2 missions. I thought it was going to be just Hitman 3, because on World of Assassination you get all 3 games. You get 1, 2, and 3 remade. Actually, shitloads of content. It's all 3 of the Hitmans, even the first one.
Yeah.
It's just what's not VR is the DLC that came out for those games, like the extra missions that came out. So you do get like 3 full campaigns on VR, which is a huge amount of content. But going back to the game itself, I don't think Hitman works that well as VR, because like a lot for me, I'm not a huge Hitman fan, but a lot of it is trying to wait to understand people's movements and kind of scenarios like that.
Yeah.
So in VR, when I'm doing that, it's a bit boring. It's like I'm literally just.
But do you like Hitman non-VR?
No, so that's my
So
point.
what?
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
Me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe in VR I would like it. I don't like Gran Turismo non-VR.
That's true, but also
And I love it in
would
VR.
say different. Yeah.
Well, I thought maybe this was going to be different because people raved about it, but I'm like, if you don't like Hitman, and
I mean, it's the same. I mean, I understand what you're saying about kind of the, how to access the UI and how to access your weapons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The people I know who played it in VR say it's a very good representation of the game. But obviously, if you don't like the game, Hitman is basically a game of learning patterns, learning how people move, where people are going to be at one time. And then it's not just about, you can go into Hitman and the mission might be you need to go and kill that person. And you can do that it's fairly easy most of the time. It's the replaying it, trying the different versions of doing it, little challenges like, oh yeah, you got to kill that person, but you've got to do it with a fish knife or something like that, or you've got to do it with a chandelier or whatever it might be. That's the fun. Yeah, and I've had lots of fun playing. I haven't played Hitman 3. Yes, I have. But I had loads of fun playing things like Blood Money and trying to work out all the patterns and stuff like that. But if you're not into Hitman, what's the point?
If you're not into Hitman, I don't think VR is going to change your opinion. I guess what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Where if you are into Hitman, then this might be the best way of playing Hitman.
It's just a shame that that's what you're getting on PSVR 2 is you're kind of, this is a big deal. And it's like, is it?
Well, that's what I mean. Like I kind of given up hope until this came out, and I saw the reviews, and I was like, finally something worth buying. And not only it's taking me the opposite way. I'm like, if this is the thing worth buying, I'm fucked. Like in the VR.
Well, you are on PSVR 2, yeah.
Yeah, like
you should have bought a Quest 3.
This is what is like. If you're telling me this is the best game we've had since Gran Turismo Resident Evil, and this is like up there now, I'm like,
this is what I don't understand, because like the PSVR 2 relies on the PS5 hardware, right? It's not a standalone headset, so you've got the full power of the PS5 sitting there behind it. Yet I can play better games on the Quest 3 standalone
wirelessly.
Yeah, just completely. I just put the thing on my head and it's done, right? And I can play better games on that, a standalone piece of hardware, than I can with something that's powered either by my PC or by the PS5 or whatever, right? So it's not. I just don't know what they're doing. I don't know why they're not just putting decent games on it. Even things like, I know you laugh, but the Golf Plus or whatever it is, right? Love that game. It's brilliant. Well, it can't be a hard port. It can't be difficult to port that to a PS5. It runs in the fucking Quest 3 native. Quest 2 it runs in natively.
I think the answer to this is just porting a number of games, because again, perception, right? Someone's going to be out there now going, "Pet, what you're on about Hitman? I love Hitman, and it's the best thing. It's the best way."
There might be, for all I know, Golf Plus might be on PlayStation 5. I don't know.
Yeah, if you get loads of the shits out, like loads of different titles, then one is gonna resonate with a user. Like it doesn't. No game has resonated with me since.
Don't you dare Google that, Clarky.
What's that?
Golf Plus on PS5.
Yeah, no game has resonated with me since the launch game, since Gran Turismo and Resident Evil. Okay, Resident Evil 4 has, but again, I'm putting both Resident Evil games.
I wonder if you're just going through, I'll go through phases with the VR where I'll play it and then I'll put it down, then I'll play it, then I'll put it down. But you did the same thing. I remember you going on about, banging on about your kayaking game and all this sort of stuff, and loved it for a bit. Went through those experiences, and then there's just a drought. And that
There's a drought. I mean,
that's
I
Sony's fault. You can only pin that on Sony because I tell you what, the number of fucking emails I get about games coming out on Quest 3 all the bloody time, drowning in them.
Golf Plus is not on PSVR.
Oh, there's where they've gone wrong, then, isn't it? Everybody's golf on that yet?
There is one more game that I'm generally excited about that has come out, which I haven't bought because it came out the same day as Hitman. But which is a remaster of a VR game, which probably is on Quest, called The Wanderer. I don't know if you've heard of that.
Yeah, The Wanderer is really good.
Yeah, so I want to buy that. Because it came out the same day as Hitman. I'm like, I'm not going to buy 2 VR games the same day.
But again, I would watch a video review of that because it's an acquired taste. It's like an escape room type thing. It's not an escape room, but it's like a puzzle game where the best experiences I've had in VR tend to be the sort of the simple ideas. Keep talking, nobody explodes, stuff like that, or the escape room ones or stuff. Things where it's quite simple and it's really intuitive what you got to do to pick stuff up. Yeah. So you're in a car, bomb's going to explode unless you can defuse it, or you've got to go and look everywhere and try and understand everything that's going on, or whatever. Those are the best experiences. You mocked me last time, but things like Beat Saber, just simple. You pick it up, you know exactly what you got to do. Boom, boom, boom.
No, we didn't mock you because I think Beat Saber is a great game as well. We mocked you because you said it was top 10 of all
better
time.
Than fucking Half-Life Alex, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But I
sold more fucking copies.
What I don't understand is why it's such an acquired taste and like how I haven't resonated with it this generation. Because
what VR? Because you bought the wrong fucking system.
Yeah, but I was gonna say I bought this system though because VR1 hit me like really, really well. The games on that were fantastic.
Right.
But all those games that I loved on VR1, they haven't really seen themselves come across to VR2. Like the gangster games, Blood and what's it called? Blood and Truth. Fucking even like the Doom game, like the Elder Scrolls, Ace Combat. That was my favorite game.
Time Crisis 2, right? All the Time Crisis 2 or Time Crisis generally, all their spiritual successors are all sitting on my Quest 3.
There is some Time Crisis games still.
Blood and Truth was Blood and Truth was great. And I said, London Studio, let's close it down.
An Ace Combat come. A Star Wars game.
Some of my Quest.
Like they were my favorite games.
The Star Wars games on there. No, it's on PSVR. Sure it is.
And then you've got the little titles like the Apollo boxing games and stuff. They're all fun, but Moss and stuff like that. I just don't understand how all that's missing.
Yeah. All right, pick a weekend. I'll bring it up. I'll show you. Easy.
That'd be good.
And especially, on Quest 3, you've also got the they do their sort of like PlayStation Plus variant, the Quest Plus variant, where you got like a catalog of games, so it just rotates and you can just you get a free catalog of games.
I did buy a game in the sale ages ago and I haven't tried it yet, so maybe I like that. But I did buy the Metro VR game in the sale ages ago.
That's supposed to be very good,
so I'll try that. But
not for me because I'll puke everywhere. Not for me because I'll puke everywhere. But I mean, little things. The best game I played recently was the fucking table tennis game, which is great. Clarky, have you picked that up here, by the way? Table tennis game.
I think there's a few games. I know Arizona Sunshine 2 is there, which I want to get into one of, but we'll see. Anyway, my point is I was quite disappointed with Hitman personally. I can see why some people think it's a great game, but it's just it's got to be a small. But I guess Gran Turismo is a small audience as well. But
I'm going to go one weekend. I'll bring the Quest with me, and we should do an evening of VRing.
So that's all I wanted to say. I'll give Hitman another go. I've played it for about 2 hours. But I need to force myself.
If you don't like Hitman, you're not going to like the VR variant, mate.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I need to, even thinking about it, like I need to force myself to play that game to give it another go. I'm not going to play it because like I want to. I'm going to be like, let me give it one more go, and just so I haven't completely, so I know like this is the right choice for me to say yes. I'm happy to waste my money because I'm not going to play it. But hey ho, you know what? Maybe I'll play it in flat mode. Like I can just play it flat as well.
Probably should, but cool. All right. Well, is there anything else, Clarky? You finished shouting at your children, or are we good?
I was shouting at the dog when she was.
The dog, right? Okay. Well, Clarky.
How about you, Vimes? Have you been playing any backlog? Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Monster.
I've been reading a shitload of books. I haven't touched Monster Hunter since you forced me to buy it. I've played about 6 hours of that. Not touched that at all. I played some more of Avowed. I played bloody hell, what's it called? The Fallout in Fallout in Clarky's country, as I like to call it.
Atomfall.
That's really good.
I haven't played it.
You should play that. That's really good. It's just the right level of easy to play.
Is it coming to Switch 2?
Probably. Everything else seems to be. Who knows? But yeah, if Atomfall is a recommend. It is very Fallout-y. Simple to play. Interesting little storyline through it. It's not too long. I haven't finished it yet, but from what I hear, it's not too long. It doesn't feel like it's going to be too long. Has some nice touches in it. I like the way it does various little bits and pieces. So you can adjust your gameplay experience, so you can decide whether the combat's, you can do all of these things. So exploration, combat, and something else is going to be like you can tweak each level of that. So you can have really, really difficult combat, but with really easy exploration, or you can go for really difficult exploration, no combat. So you can kind of change all that sort of stuff, make it really, really tweak it to how you want it. But yeah, it looks beautiful as well. It looks really, really nice. Stealth-wise, leaves a little bit to be desired. And one of the things I'm really struggling with is audio. So, for example, if you play any kind of first-person shooter or something, you rely, and Pet will know this from obviously my years of experience playing Call of Duty, I rely an awful lot on audio to tell me where people are coming from and how far away and all this sort of stuff. You just get very... it does when I play in my servers, motherfucker. All right. Problem is, when you get into this game, the spatial audio just doesn't seem to be there. So you'll have when the NPCs kind of have their little barks, go, over here, sorry, what was that sound? I have no idea whether that's to the left of me, to the right of me, how far away it is, or anything. I just know there's somebody somewhere.
That's not good.
But the audio is not telling me where that person is. Are they behind me? Are they kind of round the back of the building? Are they in the top floor? Are they down below? Yeah. Nothing like that. All right. So if you play something like Battlefield, Call of Duty, whatever, you can hear where they are. You can place them, right? You can't do that in this game. It's just, but that's the one thing that's really letting it down is it's the stealth bit a little bit. But it's worth playing. Knock the combat difficulty down to easy and just twat people around the head with a cricket bat, and it's great. It's well worth playing.
You might as well play with no headphones on, then just let it come up your TV.
I do now because it's
My dog is growling at my reflection in the new windows. She's that
good update. Thanks for that. Yeah,
she's excellent. That old. It's really useful.
She's that old and blind. She's literally sat here growling at my.
Well, my dog sits there and growls at his own bloody reflection in the door. So at least yours isn't that demented.
Your dog's so inbred. I'm not surprised.
My dog's just fucking stupid. Stupid dog in the world.
That genetic catastrophe you own.
Yeah, pretty much.
Happy Easter.
Oh yeah, happy Easter, mate. Other than that, not really. No, I've been reading a lot of books. I've got back into my reading, so I'm not. There's no game that's kind of lighting the fire.
We're not allowed to talk about movies, so we're not talking about books either. So you can fuck off.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I was going to talk about the next game, but that's fine.
Save for next week. I've got a few more games I've played as well, but I want to save them for next week.
Next week,
when I'll have a Nintendo Switch pre-ordered and love Hitman.
He's a funny boy.
Yeah, he'll have a Nintendo Switch 2 pre-ordered and a Quest 3.
And I'll be a Hitman fan as well.
Sweet. Well, in that case, I guess we leave it there tonight. Thank you, everybody, for listening. If they still are by now. We'll be back a couple of weeks, hopefully. Yeah. This used to be a weekly podcast.
Technically, it'll be the week after you finally get to listen to this.
No, Clarky, you will be releasing the show on time for once, please. I expect it for the bank holiday weekend. Got no excuse. Got no excuse. It's bank holiday weekend. What else are you going to be doing? You don't engage with your children. You don't walk your dog. You don't feed your wife. You might as well just release a fucking podcast, isn't you? You look like you edit the bloody thing, is it?
Yeah.
Of course I did. I stick an intro and the outro to the beginning and end.
Right. Thank you very much for listening. We'll see you again for episode 383 in a couple of weeks' time. But yeah, ciao for now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Happy Easter.